Wait, what?
My sleep schedule sucks. During the weekends, I can easily sleep until the afternoons, and during weekdays, I snooze my alarm so often that I might as well put my alarm an hour later. Maybe I should do that. Some of you might know by now that in February I started my first full-time job, and this actually brought a huge challenge with it. Time. I no longer seem to have any time during the day to do the things that make me happy, and then the time I do have after work, I'm so exhausted that I just want to lay in bed. And what's extra frustrating is that every day, right after I wake up, I have so much motivation to do all kinds of stuff. I want to work out, I want to draw, I want to learn a language, etc. But then later in the day, when I can actually do all these things, I yearn for the life as a sea cucumber. And this is a bit problematic since I still have 45 years of employment to go. So I might need to find a solution for that.
Now, according to all them YouTube experts, this can be explained by your dopamine levels decreasing over the day. I don't actually have a clue whether this is true because I have a master's degree in manipulation, not neuroscience. But at least I do also notice that my motivation decreases over the day. And so, as I often do, I came up with a genius plan. What if I wake up earlier? Wow, I'm such a genius. I must be one of the few people on this earth who has ever thought of this plan. This big brain plan. Oh, never mind.
Well, I look like I've aged 40 years. Day one was rough, to say the least. I actually ended up just spending the entire morning in bed doing absolutely nothing. Okay, I've completed the first day, and to be honest, it sucked. Like, I was basically just tired the entire day. All the upside that I'm supposed to have in the morning, I didn't have yet. But to be honest, what can I expect? What was I expecting? I suddenly woke up at 5 a.m. while the day before I woke up at 8. Big difference. But yeah, let's hope that tomorrow will be better. Or otherwise the day after tomorrow. Or the day after. Let's just hope it gets better in general, right? On day 2 I would luckily make some progress because I actually decided to do something. Reading. Okay, I was still in bed the entire morning, but at least it's something, right? And on the third day, I had the epiphany. What if I actually get out of bed? Whoa, very good. Now do something. No, come on, not that. Oh, don't get back into bed.
Hey everyone, little update here. I don't think this challenge is really for me. I've just been exhausted the entire time, all 3 days that I attempted it. And honestly, I think we should just call it quits here. No, wait! You have to continue. Remember why you started this challenge to begin with. Remember all those times you came home from work and went straight into bed. Remember all those days you wish you did something with your life. You have to continue. You can do it. You're right. I remember exactly why I started this challenge to begin with. It's all for the sake of getting rich. Wait, what?
We all know these videos about the millionaire morning routines, right? A trend you'll often see in these is that they all happen to wake up very early. And what can I say? I like having money. How else am I supposed to buy more onesies? And so I thought I would give it a try in the hopes that I would also become mega rich. Because what came first? The billionaire or the morning routine? You tell me. It could be both.
It's definitely the billionaire. Eh? And I hear you. You must now be thinking, Hey Martin, you know that these morning routine influencers have the incentive to dramatically over-exaggerate their morning habits to both make it more interesting and simultaneously make you feel like trash and feel like you're slacking off so they can sell you their 10-week course on how to make money dropshipping, right? Look, I have been on this earth for over a quarter century now, and if there's one thing I learned along the way, it would be that influencers never lie. And so, to add some spice to waking up early, I decided I would also follow a viral morning routine.
Hear me out. What if we buy 50,000 gummy bears? Sounds like a pretty good investment to me.
Do you not have any friends to talk to or something?
But anyways, this video was about waking up at 5 a.m. every day. I almost forgot. So how did that go? Well, I'm glad you asked, Martin. After the third day, I actually decided to be productive in the mornings. I woke up to edit a video, or I woke up to work out immediately. I even recorded a large part of the 30,000 steps video in the morning because I had time for it. I fully committed to this challenge for 30 days. But to be honest, I don't have a lot of footage for it. Oops. Because surprisingly, as it turns out, getting up out of bed is not very cinematic. And so you'll just have to take my word for it that I did in fact do it. And if you don't trust my word, here's a testimony of my girlfriend who involuntarily had to suffer through the entire experience with me.
I do know. Oh. That's how I felt every time I heard this alarm go off at 5 a.m.
So what did I think of the experience? Well, honestly, I hated it. Yes, waking up early did give a lot of space in the morning to do things, and yes, very often this time was actually productive. But what these trillionaire influencers don't tell you, and what they don't show in the videos, is that they probably don't have any friends. You see, this challenge would be completely pointless if you didn't sleep enough, because then you cannot be productive anyways. And since most adults need 7 to 9 hours of sleep every day, that would mean you have to go to bed between 8 p.m. and 10 p.m. Like, I literally went to bed while it was still light outside. Now, I don't know about you, of course, but all my friends are in their 20s and employed, so that means that the only time to hang out pretty much is in the evenings. And do you know how much it sucks to be the guy who says at 8 p.m., "Hey friend, I know we haven't seen each other in a month and I know I only arrived an hour ago, but it's almost my bedtime. I need to head out." It sucks a lot. Like, it just felt like I was so out of sync with everything and everyone around me. And yes, sometimes I did stay longer, and yes, sometimes I did attend a party, which meant I had to sacrifice my sleep. And what that just meant is that I would be exhausted the entire next day because I woke up at 5 a.m. again, and then the only thing I could do was stare at the wall for a couple hours, just trying to keep my eyes open. And that is not living. Look, I really hoped that I could say that I loved it and that it's amazing for productivity. And I'm sure that for a lot of people, it really works. It just, for me, it didn't. And I really tried. Like, I want to be more productive, but I don't want to sacrifice all my relationships in the process. And I simply don't see my friends all joining me at 5 a.m. waking up, so I would have to rate this experience. Nah.